Hey, my name is Matt O'Neill. I run an agency called Ichi Go. This is me on quarantine day infinity. Look, I've taken a lot of time. I've seen a lot of campaigns and a lot of spots over the last month. Um, like my basic takeaway is that I just don't understand why we're not being better. I really don't. Right? If I see one more spot that shows empty city streets or people talking to their loved ones on video chats or teddy bears alone in the window, um, I'm gonna break this computer. I just don't want to see it anymore. Like I don't get it. We have some of the biggest brands and the biggest agencies in the world, and they're producing clones of every other spot you've ever seen in the last 6 weeks. The world moves so fast right now. What was awesome 6 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, it's not awesome anymore. It's not great anymore. We have to understand that. We just have to be better than that. You're going to put out a campaign right now, it's got to be two things. It's got to be super creative and then unique to your brand or to your audience. Those two things. And you as a brand or an agency, you have to be nimble. Like you have to be able to produce spots today. The world is all going through the same things. We're all doing the same things. So like people are in rooms thinking about all the same things that we're all doing. It's not like before. Like we have to be nimble. You come up with a great idea today, produce it today. Matter of fact, get in a room today, brainstorm today, and be nimble enough to go ahead and produce it and go. I'm going to show you 3 spots today that I love. For the first, if you're going to put out a social distancing spot right now, which we've now seen 1,000, right? It was 0, then it was like a trickle, then it was a waterfall. Now there's 1,000. So if you're going to put out a social distancing spot, it just has to be as good as this.
Some see this as a sign of weakness, of retreat, surrender. Nothing could be further from the truth. This is patriotism in its purest form, fighting for something bigger than ourselves. Together, a resilient, stubborn, opinionated mob, quick to lend a hand to ours in need. This isn't surrender. This is us out in full force. This is strength. Something this city knows a thing or two about.
Those sounds you hear in the background of this thing, that's the sound the runners hear as they're running the Boston Marathon. Those are the crowds urging them on through this big struggle that is the marathon. It's amazing and very Boston. And you look at those empty city streets, yes, they are cliche at this point, but these are Boston iconic landmarks. Every person in and around Boston knows what these are. Fenway Park, Quincy Market, the whole list goes on. So if you don't know those sounds and you don't know those sights, this spot isn't for you anyway, right? This is a targeted spot at Boston's audience. Really powerful, really well paced, really well done. And at the end of this spot, they give a great nod to, they had the Boston Marathon bombing a bunch of years ago. And out of that came this mantra, which was Boston Strong. And the end of the spot gives a nod to that with, we know something about strength. Really emotional, will really resonate with people from Boston, very audience specific. I love it. Really well done. Next one's from a brand that missed early on in this whole thing. Take a look.
There were times when the front line put you next for the slide. A mask was just for play. And 6 feet was an impossible length to grow. Thank you to all the first responders and healthcare workers. We're proud to be a part of your lives and see what you grew into. And through May 5th, we'll be proudly feeding you thank you meals for free. It's our honor to serve you.
There's not that much needs to be said about the spot. It's simple, it's clean, it's powerful. They're giving a great thing to the end to healthcare workers and frontline workers right now. But showing the current healthcare workers as little kids in and around their restaurants and product. It's smart, it's unique. We haven't seen it yet. It's great, man. I think hats off to Wyden Kennedy, hats off to McDonald's. I didn't understand the big backlash when they separated the arches to kind of promote social distancing. Um, I don't know, man. People get mad at stuff now. Sometimes I don't get it, but that's okay. But McDonald's, they needed to come back and come back strong, and they did. And what they're doing and giving to frontline workers and healthcare workers and doctors and nurses with the free meals, that's awesome and really well done. Congrats, hats off. All right, one more spot. Here we go.
We may not be able to gather together, but we can grill together. Oscar Mayer invites you to take your backyard cookouts to the front. On May 2nd, join us for the Oscar Mayer Front Yard Cookout. Enjoy sharing a meal together, but safely apart, while we share 1 million meals with Feeding America. And every time you use the hashtag Front Yard Cookout, Oscar Mayer will donate an additional meal, up to 1 million more through the month of May. Let's head out front and give back.
I love this campaign and I love this spot. Oscar Mayer's a barbecue brand, and this is barbecue season. They talk about social distancing without hammering us over the head about it. They don't show us people in windows. They're not showing us people on their computers looking at other people. They're just simply kind of talking about it, that this is a matter of fact, right? And they're actually helping us connect with people without trying to be too deep and too emotional, but just helping us connect. Here's a way, and it promotes their brand and promotes sales of their brand. In a time when people need to drive their brands, quite frankly. So, look, great campaign, great spot. It's simple, it's clean, and it worked, at least on me. I'm going to get my neighbors. We're going to do this. It could be fun. All right, that's it. Just 3 things to take away, man. Be creative. Don't show us the same stuff everyone's been showing us for the past 6 weeks now. Be unique to your audience. Speak specifically to them, and be nimble. If you have an idea for a spot or a campaign, you have to go, and you have to go now. We're all thinking about the same things. Go. All right, more to come. Thanks for watching. Get better.